Hey friends, we are so back finally. I couldn't go another month. I couldn't go another week without my little babies here. Now we are out of that bland, boring room. Well, actually, there's another video I recorded that's gonna be there, so it's taking forever to edit. I didn't realize how long I can talk for, and I talked for quite a bit. So I have to chop her down and add all the other bits and pieces in there. So that'll be coming probably next week. But this video is probably going to be my most fun one because I've been wanting to do this for like a year now. Hasn't it been a thing since like last December? I don't know. But I've been wanting to do it for freaking ever, but I had no cake available. Because unfortunately, cake is she's a little pricey, and unfortunately I do not have that right now. I do not have what it takes. I do not have the means to just buy a whole ass cake. They're lovely to eat, they're a sweet treat, but they are just not cheap, so I had no reason to have cake. All the birthdays in the family have passed first half of the year, and even now I didn't. My mother did because it was my birthday. We had a little home birthday party. It was so much fun. I celebrated with my family and we were just kikiing and having a good time. We had some cake, ice cream, we got some Five Guys. Absolutely. We were turning up because this is a huge birthday for me. This is a huge day for me. My 21st. My 21st. We are up right now. We are so up right now. Like, I'm gonna get so lit. You guys don't even understand. Yeah. Yeah. You know, you're really adulting when you're reminiscing on all your childhood crushes and all your heme outs from day one. Like, wow, we're getting old, y'all. I'm getting old. Like, whoa. I'm finally gonna be able to do my first shot at 21. My first one ever. Woo! I'm so excited. Anyway, so if you didn't check the date I'm posting this, I am posting it on my birthday. I'm recording it the day before, which is a Wednesday, which is the day where both my classes got canceled. So we're up right now. We're winning. We're absolutely winning for that. And then tomorrow, one of my classes also got canceled. So now I only have to go to two. Absolutely. Like, this is a great start, a much better start than last year. Last year, my semester started on my birthday and I had an 8 a.m. and I had like three other classes, so that was not fun. But this time, we're easing into it. Like, I'm excited to party this weekend. I am. I just don't have that horizontal ID yet, so they better not chop my shit up or I will have an anxiety attack. I will throw a fit. A bitch fit. It's January 16th, aka Capricorn season. I just made it, and I think we are the best sign. I think we are shat on a lot, which is rude, disrespectful, but we're like bad bitches out here. We don't play around. Like, we know what's good, we know what's tea, we know how to read the girls, but we also know how to have fun when the time is right. We're not all super serious all the time. Like, look at my room. This is giving Capricorn. You would just never know because y'all judge us, even though we're very judgy. So it's fair that you judge us. It's not like we have good reason to. We need to. We need to clock everybody. We need to read the girls down. You know what I mean? I just think it's so iconic how Capricorns start and end the year. Well, yes, like we are clearly God sent. Like we are His favorites. Absolutely. Like it's just fate. It's just fated that Capricorns do that. What do you want me to say? Anyways, like I said, I celebrated my birthday at home, but I had to make sure to save a little piece for this video. So I don't have any of the cutouts. I'm going to be putting their pictures on the screen. And I'm just going to do a little few bites after every few names or so. It'll be like a mukbang in part with one little piece of cake that I was able to snatch. Alright, I'm going to quit yapping, y'all. I'm going to sit here and enjoy this cake while I tell you all my hear me outs. Be respectful. My taste, I think, my taste never fails, but let me know what you think. We're gonna be starting from like least crazy, like most relatable ones, to like the most unhinged, why does my brain enjoy looking at that type shit. And these are all animated, by the way, because I don't know, like, of course I crush on characters that like have real humans and faces behind them, but like I don't know, I didn't want to include them here because same thing like how it was like my AO3 video. I just feel like it'd be a little weird to put that out on the internet. Some of y'all share a little too much. So, yes, I'm looking at you. I think the most like bitch we all agree is Duncan from Total Drama Island because yeah, I mean, have you seen him? Like back in the day, we all were into that. Like, were we not? The girls and the gays. Like, we all had a crush on that man. We just couldn't help ourselves. Like, look at him. He was the bad boy. Everybody was into that. Every little kid show had one, and they were like always the most attractive. So of course, like that's what we were into. Could y'all imagine like a PG-13 version of that show? I think that would eat down. We need that. I think we actually desperately need that. I would totally watch it. Like they need to make an adult version of that. The show was already pushing boundaries, but like imagine them actually throwing hands for real and like cursing at each other. Oh my god, that would be so good. Next up, girl, we have Deuce from Monster High. Yeah, Cleo, I know that's your man, but can I please have a turn? Like, age him up a little bit because now I'm 21. Back in the day, I was like 10 with a crush on him, so it wasn't that weird. You know, future version, alternate universe maybe. And let me have him. That's my man. Like, hopefully in the future, that's my man. I wish he was real. I just love his vibe. He was nice as hell. He was cool as fuck. He was down for his girl. Like, you can't really ask for more. I know it's like bare minimum, but how many men are really giving that? He was very mature for his age. He was down to earth. He was just trying his best to impress her parents, like the family. In the Boo York movie, that's my favorite. That's the best Monster High movie. I don't care what anybody else says. That's the best one. It was a musical too. Now I live for musicals, so yeah, but that was their best one. That was actually the first album I ever bought. It was on Apple Music. That was the first album I ever purchased. So it'll always have a place in my heart, and I still listen to Empire to this day and other songs, but like that one is T. Next up, in the same universe, or it could have been if we weren't robbed. Disney, I'm looking at you. Ever After High, all the Daring siblings. No, no, no. I said all, not just the brothers. All of them, yes. Darling, too. Oh, absolutely. They were all so fine in their own way. Dexter had his nerdy vibe with the glasses going on. He was a little annoying at times with his crush on Raven, but like he was cute. Like he was trying his best, and it's the effort that counts. Sometimes it is. And then Daring's annoying ass. Yeah, he's annoying, but like when he was around Cerise, he was getting real cute. He was getting all flustered and stuff, and I love that for him. He's a good man deep down. And then we had the whole epic winter saga on like Netflix, which Netflix, we want more. Give us more, please. They can't, but like if only, right? I think one day they'll be able to. One day Disney will be like, fine, just do it. And oh, it was just so good. The dolls and everything. But anyway, in that movie, when he was with what's her name, Rosabelle, Rosebella or something, he was real cute for her. And I should have thought about this before, but like when he was the Beast, I was gagging. I didn't think it would be him. I don't know who I thought it would be, but like all the traits make so much sense. Like when you watch it from the beginning, you were like, oh yeah, they were laying that groundwork real early on. And then last but not least, Darling, her in that night outfit alone, I was like, whoever's under there, swing my way, like absolutely. And then when I found out it was a girl, and then when I found out it was their sister, shocked. And then that whole little controversial kiss with like Apple, like she's for the girls. So I, she was doing CPR. Yeah, I know, but like think about the whole story there. Think about both of their personalities. You know what I mean? Like we know what's really going on. I didn't get that from Apple. Now I need to rewatch it. I still didn't see like the signs of her being a little there. Maybe she just didn't even know that about herself yet because she was so obsessed with like what she thought her story was and how she thought it was supposed to go that she didn't even fully unleash herself. And now we'll never see it. Next up, we have Robin from Teen Titans, and oh my god, I used to have the biggest crush on this man. I think I got into it in like early middle school when it like came on Cartoon Network like early in the morning, like back over the summer. I would stay up super late, and I that's how I first got into Pokemon too, actually. Wow, I got into these things around the same time. I think the first thing I ever saw Robin in, or any of the Teen Titans in, was the Trouble in Tokyo movie one morning, and I was like, whoa. Because I was never really into like superhero shit, but I was like, that was T. And who's that guy when it was raining? His hair was like all leaned back, and who's that guy in like the red and green and yellow suit? Like, who is that? And then I found out that was Robin. Now, one thing about me, I love a leader. In K-pop too, like those are usually my favorites, the main dancers and the leaders. So, I mean, it came to no surprise that this was a trend that started early on in my childhood because who's the leader of Teen Titans? We all know it's Robin. Not only was he cute to me because I know some of the girls don't like him, he was very responsible. He took care of everybody. He always had a plan. And as a Capricorn, you know, we're considered natural leaders. I appreciate that about him. I enjoy that trait. And he was a great fighter without any superpowers, mind you. He's able to run this team with no powers. Like, how could you not love that man? In the Teen Titans Go version, he was very annoying. Like before, he was kind of annoying in the fact that he was always on their ass and wasn't letting them have too much fun. But in Teen Titans Go, he was just like exhausting after a while. They played you, friend. They played you. So that version of you, no. But the original, which 9 times out of 10, you can't fuck with the original. You're gold star. Love of my life. Mwah. No notes. Now, I know a lot of us on here are girls because I feel like I'm fostering a channel for the girls by a girl, but the gays too, if you're here. I don't know if you'll agree with this one, but for the girls, obviously all the brats, all of them, all the dolls, all of them, but especially Roxy. I should have known back then that she was the reason that all the kids were turning gay. It was her. It was her because she always was just, she stood out to me in a different way than the rest. I just loved her vibe. She was such a cool girl. She was so like, there was just something about her that was different than the other girls. Like, I don't mind a feminine queen because look at me. I mean, I'm pretty femme, but it was something about her that was giving more tomboy. And I clocked it then, but I didn't know now. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Like, am I explaining myself properly? I don't think I am. But I knew there was something different about her. And I liked it at the time. And I was always like, oh my gosh, she's so pretty. But I never really thought about myself, like, why that is. She must be the reason I started having some queer thoughts back then. Like, she started this feminine phenomenon for me at like 6 years old. So, parents, don't get mad at the drag queens. It's not their fault. It's Roxy's fault. Heavy on it. And y'all want to talk about childhood. Now we're really taking it. This is a flash to the past for me, My Little Pony age. Yes. Even the ponies are here too. I still can't believe how many boys are a part of that fandom. Like, how did that even happen? There has to be lore on that. There has to be. I don't know what it is, but I will find out. But anyway, the main crush I had from back in that show, besides now that I really think about it, Twilight Sparkle, I was obsessed with her. Like I thought I wanted to be her, but as I'm really thinking about it, I wanted to be with her and be her. Like why not both? Let's take a shot. I love her look. I love everything about her personality. She's a reader. She's educated. She's like a princess now. Oh my god, her come up was crazy. And also, now that I think about it, Applejack. Love a cowboy hat. I do. I love the accents and also Rainbow Dash and at times Rarity. So I mean, almost all the girls in there. So, but the main one I'm adding to this list, the one that I like originally thought of was Flash Sentury. Like in the Equestria Girls movies. That's the one I'm talking about, not like the pony form. No, 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 no. I'm talking about Equestria Girls. I was obsessed with those movies. I was obsessed with the game, the dolls. I had it all, girl. But that, like him in that movie, he was so cute. He was so cute. Oh, also now that I'm thinking about it, I'm thinking about those three girls from the Rainbow Rocks movie. Ugh, Aria, Sonata, and Adagio. Yeah, those are some bad bitches. I would love to be with them as well. We can be a quad. Why not? Who's stopping us? Who's stopping us? Another throwback to like my youth is and I'm not the only one that has said this. I've seen this on other people's cakes as well. Oscar from Fish Hooks. Maybe it's the curly hair because my first crush ever was fucking Chad from High School Musical. Yeah, that like Corbin Blue was my first crush ever. My mom will tell you about it. Like at 3 years old, when I first saw that movie, I made her get me like a pillow set and I would only lay my face on his face. And like the soccer balls and the shirts, I only wanted them if it had his face on it. So nobody will take that away from him. But maybe that's why I liked Oscar. I don't know. Maybe I just like awkward people because I'm awkward and like we can be like awkward together. I guess, I suppose. Maybe there's a thing for that. The braces, no shade to people with braces because you can't help it, but like I don't know. If he got rid of those and he got a little bit cooler because you gotta be a little bit cooler. I mean, you gotta teach me your ways. You have to have more fashion sense. But like as soon as you get that down, like we'll be like this. We'll be locked in. Like I see why Chelsea liked you, so she can have you. But like you were at one point in time, you were kind of up there for me because I love that show. That was such a good show. I was thinking about the anime I also watch as well, and Tamaki from Ouran High School Host Club. I had a bit of a crush on him too. Hear me out. Like hear me out. Honestly, that is a gay ass man if I've ever seen one. I was shocked that he got with Haruhi. Maybe he's just a flamboyant straight man, and those are kind of rare. Like a little metrosexual, I suppose. He did like Haruhi after a while, but if you're gonna give her a chance, give me a chance. Why not? I'm still pissed there's no season two. Like I'm still holding out hope. That I watched that in like sixth grade. I forget how or why I saw it. I think I was just scrolling through an anime site and I was like that one, or maybe I saw an edit or something. I don't know, but that was my first anime ever, and wow, what a great one to start out with. But where's the ending? Where's the rest? Where's the rest? Is that how it ends in the manga too? Let me know because I will buy the manga. I need to know how it ends. Like they need to actually like get together and I need to see what that looks like. And I know that show is still popping on the internet, so why are they not giving us another season? We'll never know. Speaking of anime, I need to wife up Saiki K right now. Right now. I just love his like pink little hair. Like, why not? Why not? Why not? He's adorable and he's very nonchalant, but like you can tell he cares about people, even though he doesn't really show it. Now, I would prefer someone that's not super nonchalant because then I'd be like, well, what are you thinking for real? Like, just tell me straight up. But there were times where he was just so funny, and I feel like he's got that humor, like where you just look at someone after some bullshit and you both just like you know what's going on. You just start laughing. That's fun to me. That's cute, and I feel like he'd be given that. We don't always have to talk to have a good time. And I feel like he'd be like a fun, chill buddy, and I'd get him all the pudding he wants, girl. All the pudding you want, Psyche. I'll give it to you. I will. I will. Now we're gonna get into My Hero Academia a little bit. I don't know how people feel about this man right here, but Dabi, that's my man. More than Todoroki is. Yeah, I said what I said. He's been through some things. I've seen the rest of the season that just came out, season 7. He's been through some things. He's kind of lost it a little bit, but I can fix him. I can. Our paths need to cross. They do. Absolutely, they do. We just need to like be in the same room. I can get him to change his ways. I will. Just I hope he's not dead. I think he's dead. I binge watched it all, so I don't remember. Either he's frozen still, or he died. Maybe they locked his ass up. I don't know. But I'll free him if that's the case. Free Dabi. Free Dabi. Like, I love that man. Like, he's so cute to me. I know he's got like the scars and stuff, but I'm not opposed. I'm not judging. I'm judging some of his actions, but you can't tell me that his reveal that he was a part of the Todoroki family was not the most gaggy thing you've ever seen. Like, I didn't read the manga. I didn't know that was coming. I had no idea. Did not think there was any relation. But that was see you next Tuesday right there. And I love a man with an attitude, just a little bit. I love a man with a little bit of sass. Sassy men are back, and I think he started that revolution. He started the trend. So we have to give him his tens for that. I'm only gonna say one thing about gentle criminal, okay? It's in the name. So I just need to test it out. That's all. That's all I'm gonna say. He's a very attractive old man. That's all I'm gonna say about that. Shigaraki. Now here's the thing. He used to be very attractive to me, even with the hands on his face, even with like the red eyes and the scratchy skin. I saw something. So that was a hear me out then. Now, not so much because you've lost the plot entirely. I don't touch me. Don't be near me. Don't come near me ever. But you used to be, so I'm putting you here in honor of you, in memoriam of your old self. You had something. It's tough. It's tough out here. I get it. You've been through a lot, but um I think therapy is the only lover you need right now. Not me. I can't do that for you. I refuse. I refuse. Next up on the docket, we have all the OG brothers from Diabolik Lovers. I think that was my second anime. It was one of the early on ones from middle school. Insane show. It's an insane show. It is. There's videos on it about how crazy it is, but like, whoa. Were those brothers cute? All of them. All the brothers. All the original brothers. Unfortunately, even though that anime is trash and horrible, I still have a love for it. So I've seen it like 3 times. I sure did. I sure did watch that anime 3 times. The episodes are short. They're like 15 minutes. So it's like my trash TV. It's my favorite thing. It's my favorite thing at being bad. It's my favorite bad thing. That's what it is. But like all the brothers, but Subaru first, because he was the only one, spoiler alert, that tried to get that bitch up out of there, up out of that crazy vampire house. Oh, it's so good. That show is so it's so good. You have to see it at least once. And also listen to some of those songs. Get into the music. Because Grateful Dead March, I listen to that unironically to this day. Every now and then, every few months, I'm like, wait, I forgot how good that song was. And Fanatic of Night, and there's another one. There's another one I love. I just can't think of it right now. Damn it. But yeah, that's besides the point. I need Subaru first. And then the one with the glasses, I forget his name. And then from there, Laito, even though he's kind of mean. And then other than that, it'll just depend on the day. Kanato, probably not, honestly, because he kind of looks like a child, and he's the most insane one. He's definitely the most unhinged, so you can keep him. Somebody else can have him. But the rest of y'all, come see me. We'll set up an appointment. We'll set up arrangements. Hear me out. Just hear me out. Okay, now we're getting into our Disney bag. This is where it really starts getting unhinged. Dr. Facilier. This is kind of a new development because I've been seeing a lot of edits, like Disney villain edits on my For You page recently, and I was like, wait, like imagine what he can do with those ghosts. Like he kind of controls the ghosts. So if you ever want to switch it up a little bit, I'm just saying, I'm just saying, I'm just saying. If you ever want a new element of surprise, would you not want to consider? That's all I'm gonna say. That's all I'm gonna say about that one. Next up is the genie from Aladdin. Now, only because the longer you look at him, the harder he kind of gets. I'm sorry, Aladdin is my favorite Disney princess movie, and Aladdin, gorge. Princess Jasmine, my favorite Disney princess ever. But are those hear me outs? No, they're not. But Genie, tell me, just look at him, just look at him, and also know that he can transform into like anybody. So there's that as well. You see what I mean? Like, there's just so many benefits, and it can grant you 3 wishes. Like, nobody should be complaining here. I should not be seen as crazy for this opinion. I should not. Ursula, because I'm a little curious about something. No further explanation needed. That's all I'm going to say about her. I'm just a little curious about something. I'm not opposed to finding out whether I'm right or wrong. Hands up, don't shoot. Like, now these next few are like the major hear me outs because I need you to not judge me too much. I need you to not think I'm a weirdo. I am, but I'm not, and I'm not the only person that put these kinds on their cakes as well. So, I'm no way into beastie, you know what? Don't get me confused. Do not take this the wrong way. Like, trust me. Like, no. But if I was an animal, I would be into these animals, and I would hope these animals would be into me. They're gonna put me on some kind of list for this video. Oh my god. Okay, so King Julien from Madagascar. Now, very different. Am I into feminine men? This was like therapy for me. I needed this. I needed to figure out my type because I didn't really think I had a type, but now I'm thinking I do. Awkward boys, feminine boys, quiet boys, strange boys. Those are like my big four. Okay. King Julien as well because he's funny. Like you can't tell me he wouldn't be a good time. He likes to move it, move it. Me as well. Like my ass has a mind of its own. Like we could totally party together. Honestly, maybe we'd be more friends than lovers. But like, if he gave me one night, I think we could work something out. This is actually insane. This is actually insane. But I'm not the only person that had King Julian on their cake. Google it before TikTok is gone. Go check it out. Seriously. Oh, this is just so heartbreaking. Heartbreaking to think about that. But at least I get to spend my last birthday on it. That's a slay. That is a win for me. Ponyhead from Star vs. the Forces of Evil. Don't ask me how. I will find a way. Like, she was my icon. She carried that show at some points. Every time Ponyhead made an appearance, I was sat in front of the screen, all eyes on her, all attention on her. Like, that's a bad bitch right there. Like, I aspire to be as confident as her, and that's what I need. I need somebody confident. Maybe I'm into, like, the confident, cool ladies, but, like, the corny, awkward men. Yeah, maybe that's what it is. I I love Ponyhead, and if I was in that universe and I was an animal, I would totally try to get with her. Speaking of the Star versus the Forces of Evil universe, Toffee, he was a weirdo. He was the villain, the big bad. So like that's kind of like you have to get your tens for that. He was cute. He was fine, actually. I don't know who came up with that character design, but you deserve the world and more. Like he was so attracted to me for whatever reason. He looks like this. He looks like that but I still found him hot. There's got to be something up with me. Like, there's got to be something that's just not right. I was also going to say Tom, but I feel like he would annoy the shit out of me. And he did star so dirty a few times. So maybe he'd be more of like a crush than like a hear me out. Like I need to get with that just at least once. He'd be more of like a secret little crush. That's what he would be to me. He was cute though. Like growing up, I thought he was real cute. I was like, Tom, I want more episodes with Tom. But he just got the anger issues, and I cannot do that. Yeah, he needs to go speak with Brian. What happened to Brian? Does he still fuck with Brian? Like, Brian was very needed for him. So I'm glad he did get some help, but I think every time he had to like restart his count. That was so funny. That was so funny. That show was so good. I want more of that show. I do. We're taking it to SpongeBob. We're going off to the Nickelodeon universe and Miss Sandy Cheeks. Kind of like with Applejack, I love a little bit of Southern flavor. Well, yes, I need a ride to Texas. I need a ride on someone from Texas. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Just hear me out. Aunt Sandy's very educated, very smart. She's not as crazy as SpongeBob and Patrick, you know. We could do it underwater. We could be on land. Like, yes, absolutely. We love you, Miss Sandy Cheeks. We are down to our final three, y'all. Our last three. No. There's definitely more. I just can't think of them right now. But these last three, I think they're like some of the best, but they're kind of some of the like craziest, kookiest, weirdest ones because we had animals. Now we have cars. Lightning McQueen. Cars is my favorite Disney Pixar movie. And I didn't know what it was about Lightning McQueen, but I think it's in part the voice, which good job to Owen Wilson, I guess. I guess I like his voice. And also because of his look. I mean, red, it's a nice color. But also kind of because he's like a jerk. And kind of like I said with Duncan back in the day, a lot of people were into that. But not only did he start out that way, he actually matured and he changed. He went on a journey, a hero's journey. He did. And he learned to appreciate the little things and be grateful. So I feel like he'd be a great man now. Sally, I know he's yours, but if he ever breaks down or if you ever break down, I'm pulling up. I will be swerving into his lane. I absolutely will. So just watch your back and don't drive in front of me or you may be hit, Miss Sally. I will get little Miss Sally Walker out the way. I love Lightning McQueen. I've been obsessed with that movie ever since I was a kid. Originally, Wreck-It Ralph was my favorite Disney Pixar movie, but then I rewatched Cars, and I was like, this movie does it for me. And I watch it like all the time. It's one of my comfort movies. No one's topping Cars. I'm sorry. Next up, we have the Green M&M before she was, the See You Next Tuesday-ified. Evil what they did to her. I cannot believe that was a real thing. That was a real discussion. That was on news stations. People were saying an M&M was too provocative. Are you? I mean, okay, like the boots were booting. Like they're just jealous. They're just jealous. They're just jealous that a green M&M looks better than their wives. I said it. I said it. I did. Somebody had to. Somebody had to. Like she's such a baddie, and I know she gets down. I know Miss Girl don't play, and I think she's for the girls. So I will not say no. Like I would love to be an M&M in M&M world. I'd be a pink one, obviously. Pink is my favorite. Pink and green go good together. Glinda said it herself. So I feel like I deserve a shot. Just hear me out. Green M&M, hear me out. All right, y'all, my storage is full, so I got to go. I'll see y'all next time. I'll see y'all around. Like I said, next background is going to be a little bit boring and bland again, but after that, we should be good for a while. Hopefully. Unless I go home for a long weekend because a girl has no classes on Friday. So I could literally party all Thursday night into Friday, into Saturday if I wanted, but I don't hate myself that much. So I'm gonna go. Hope you enjoyed my list. Hope you enjoyed my hear me outs. Let me know which one was the craziest to you, what you agree with me on, because I think if we have the same taste, we will get along just great. Make sure to like and subscribe. Check out my other stuff if you want. Song of the day are all of the poppin' birthday songs. It's my birthday, Will I Am. The Selena Gomez birthday song. What's some other ones? Katy Perry's birthday song. Any birthday song you can think of. The NCT Make a Wish. Oh my god. I'm gonna listen to that right now. That is like so good. Wish me happy birthday. Don't be mean. Don't be rude. Don't be effing rude. Have a nice day. Have a nice life. Bye.